All right, so this is what I read from Geoff Johns last year. I'm not including Infinite Crisis because there are some other authors that are included in that, but I had such a fun time reading these and getting to know all these JSA characters that I had no experience with before. But if you want, watch my video from 2 weeks ago where I give you my top 5 Omnis of 2024 that I read. They didn't come out in 2024, I just read them in 2024. So given that I read this, I was like, I want to read more Geoff Johns. And since he's now like the dude from DC, so I got these guys too. The Flash. So given that I've read just JSA and Infinite Crisis, my Flash is the old man Jay Garrick. That's my Flash. But I am excited to read more about, who is it going to be? I don't know, Wally West, Barry Allen? No clue. I don't know anything other than like Infinite Crisis and Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then, like I said, Jay Garrick Flash. So I'm excited to dig into this. I also have the Flashpoint Omni that's coming soon-ish, but I didn't want to wait. I just want to make this video since it's 2025 goals and we're already in February. So I got this, but not only this, I got these guys too. So this one is the most anticipated one. So I feel like I'm gonna savor it. I'm gonna probably hold off on reading these until I'm done reading these, and then I'm gonna dive into this head first. And I also have the Blackest Night Omnibus, and I'm excited for that. That is on the way. So let me know. Is that the right order of reading things? Should I read this first, then this first? Does it matter? Please let me know. Again, I'm getting back into things. All right, next. So last year I finished the year strong and I started reading Daredevil from Brian Michael Bendis. I'm scared that I started off with the cream of the crop because this was so damn good. I immediately ordered a bunch of Omnis. I went nuts. I'm like, I need to read more Daredevil. And I'm gonna start reading volume 2. This is the new printing. I really like this cover. I'm probably gonna read this one starting tonight. So that's how into it I am. So that'll be Bendis's run on Daredevil. Then I'll probably get started on Ed Brubaker's volume 1. Volume 2 is on the way. And then I got Mark Waid, volume 1, volume 2 is on the way. And then I also got Chip Zdarsky, volume 1, volume 2, and Nocenti's volume 1. Super excited to get into all of this. I've already gotten feedback from the other video. I'm loving it. Please give it to me. Like, I heard about Jeff Loeb's yellow run on Daredevil. That is so sick. I tried getting the Omni that was like Daredevil yellow, blue Spider-Man, gray Hulk, white Captain America, but those are totally out of print and selling for crazy money. So I'll just probably get Daredevil yellow. Given how things have gone with Bendis, I'm gonna read some more Bendis probably later this year. I wanna read more Brian Michael Bendis, a lot more Daredevil. I'm gonna be a Daredevil expert by the end of 2025. Then, depending how things go with Ed Brubaker, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get started on his Captain America run. I've heard great things about Captain America. So let me know how that is. Let me know, don't you like this cover? I love this Kingpin cover. It's sick. It's one of the DM variants. I paid, I think, a decent price. They're going for crazy money, but I think I paid a fair price on that one. Then also for Mark Waid, things go well there. I'll probably read his Captain America run. But I heard his Fantastic Four run is amazing. So I may jump into that first. I got Hickman's volume 1 over there on Fantastic Four, and I'm not sure when I'll get to that, but I'm excited about all of it. Anyways, I got Hickman's Secret Wars based on another one of yours' comments. Really appreciate your comments. I'm taking them to heart, I promise you. So please give me recommendations. I want to know. So that's Daredevil. Next, read more Scott Snyder. So I've already read the contents of whatever is in this Batman omnibus because I was reading it in real time in 2010 when the new 52 Batman came out. And I actually met him in New York Comic Con. He's such a nice guy. And I got a signed Batman issue 1 from him. I really wanted Greg Capullo to sign it too. It's still not graded, it's somewhere over there. But I'm excited to hopefully meet him in MegaCon. If you're going to MegaCon, let me know. I'll see you there. I haven't read, obviously since these are all still wrapped, I need to get them out of there. I am so excited to read about death metal. I didn't know anything about this at all, and then I saw it's hardcore insanity. I am super excited. Hopefully with the plastic wrap, you're not getting a ton of glare. Should have taken it off first, but these along with Justice League hardcovers, books 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if that was the right order. Yeah, I think so. I just want to read more Scott Snyder. And depending on how this goes, I'm sure it's going to be awesome because I love Scott as a writer when I was reading this. And I was reading a little bit of American Vampire. I may dig into American Vampire too if I have enough time after reading all these omnis. But let me know, how did you guys think his run on Justice League and this death metal run? How did that go? I'm reading his Absolute Batman, and that is so dope. I really, really, really love it. All right, let's go on to the next goal. So the last one was an author I already was familiar with in Scott Snyder. This one is an author I barely know. I've only read one thing about him, and it was All-Star Superman. So goal number 3 is read more Grant Morrison. I've heard nothing but amazing things about his run on Batman. And I think Batman and Robin, I think, was also really highly acclaimed. Let me know if you guys liked his run on Batman and Robin. Maybe I should get that. And I also picked up Seven Soldiers. Is that what it's called? Just Seven Soldiers? Yeah, Seven Soldiers. And I don't know, I read the synopsis and I thought that was super interesting. And I heard this guy is super trippy. So I was like, fuck it. Also heard Animal Man is also a really good run by him. So tell me, is that like something I should pick up? Is that a must own for Grant Morrison fans? Let me know. So that's goal number 3. All right, so now to balance out like the super, super duper hero stuff like Green Lantern and Flash, I've decided to also kind of balance it out with some street level things. I already got Daredevil in there, but I also want to read some more down to earth stuff like Gotham Central. This is super highly acclaimed. My dude Cody already recommended it's like his favorite DC comic run. So I gotta read this year for sure. So I'm probably gonna put this in there between one of Geoff Johns' runs on something and read that. I also wanna read, I don't have them with me, they're on the way, but again, I wanna make the video. I wanna read more Punisher Max. Like I told you in the last video, I've read Garth Ennis's run on Hellblazer and I really enjoyed it. Once I started getting into more of Steve Dillon's art, I really liked how it all was pieced together. So, and I also, another one of you told me like to read Preacher. So Preacher, I actually have Preacher number 1, not graded, somewhere around here. But Garth Ennis, I'm kind of digging it. I know he seems to be kind of a controversial figure in TikTok, at least. Like people love him, hate him. Same with Punisher Max series. Some people love it, some people hate it. But I already have it on the way. Garth Ennis' run on Punisher Max. I also have Jason Aaron's run on Punisher Max. So I want to read more Punisher overall. The Cosmic Ghost Rider run. I keep saying run. Drink every time I say. The Cosmic Ghost Rider omnibus was awesome. That was one of my favorite, like most fun omnis that I read ever. And just the whole ordeal with Frank Castle made me want to read more Punisher, and he's more down to earth, though I know there's some like weird Frankenstein stuff happening in there, but I'm excited to get into it. I don't know what goal we're in, but that's one. Read more street level comics. All right, so to kind of break up the whole comic reading list, I did some decent reading last year. I'm not one of those people who read 900 books, but this isn't all of it, but these are the ones that kind of stuck out to me. That I read. So I've read some Stephen King. I'm in the middle of Finders Keepers. I've been in the middle of Finders Keepers for a few years, so I may have to just start that whole over. But since I did, one book that I kind of want to read is 11/22/63. I've heard nothing but good things, amazing things. I've heard some people say this is their favorite book ever. So given that I've liked some Stephen King novels already, can I dive into this already? I heard that you may want to read it before reading this. Is that true? I know King's universe kind of all connects in some certain ways, but is that a prerequisite to liking this or reading this? Please let me know. Another one that I want to read is Spear Cuts Through Water. So this one, if I'm going to go into sci-fi, it's either going to be this one or Project Hail Mary. This is a battle I've been fighting for a few months now, but then I just started reading omnis like crazy. So I also got the audiobook for Project Hail Mary because I heard that is an amazing one. So I'm deciding whether I should maybe do audiobook for this and maybe like I finally build out the X Mansion and do audio and do Legos. Maybe that's a video. Or go Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. So Not sure there. I've also got these all in like a Barnes & Noble crazy sale. I'd like to read probably, I'll just say one of them. I'm already getting some lofty goals, but I got Never Let Me Go, The Memory Police, The Sympathizer, and Chain Gang All-Stars. So in addition to that, I want to read like a literary classic. Last year I read Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. He's one of my favorite authors. The Road is probably my favorite book. No Country for Old Men, one of my favorite books. So I decided to read Blood Meridian, and gosh, this is heavy. Don't go into this thinking this is going to be a quick read. I had to breathe a little bit a few times, take some breaks on that guy. But I like to read literary classics at least one a year. And one that I want to read this year is Master and Margarita. I got these from the Folio Society. They charge a mother for shipping, so I got a few of these guys. Still unread, Sun Tzu, Art of War, and I forgot the other one. But hopefully I can get to this one. This one I definitely have to. I have to read one novel, one classic modern novel. I've been trying to read The Brothers Karamazov, but it's so daunting. It's so huge. I've been putting it off because I feel like I'm really gonna like it. Same with East of Eden. So that is goal number whatever. Read more novels. All right, so tell me, do you think I can finish all these books in 2025? I haven't even started any of them yet. What do you think? Do you guys read them simultaneously? Do you guys read like 2 or 3 at the same time? How should I attack this guy? But I know I'm starting with Brian Michael Bendis Volume 2 of Daredevil, but from there, I don't know where to go. Let me know, please. All right, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.